Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about this new Records of Ragnarok anime that's coming out. So, Records of Ragnarok was a manga, well, it still is. It's a running manga that's been running for a while now. It's a battle, I want to say seinen. It's got a shonen like format. It's basically a big tournament arc. It's a really good manga that relies entirely on the fights and the characters that are in said fights. It has a very loose plot so far in the story, and it hasn't been running for quite a while. I think there's only been like 4 or 5 fights. I'm pretty caught up with the source material, and it has just been announced that it's getting an anime adaptation. Now, we're about to watch the trailer. I've watched it before. I have some concerns, and I'll point them out soon. But we're just going to get a reaction, talk about some of the things that I noticed, and why, well, when I heard it was getting an animated adaptation, I was not happy. Typically, when things get rushed to be made like this, doesn't end up going well. But who knows? Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. But we're going to talk about it, and we're going to watch this trailer together. So, let's go. I'm going to be pausing a lot and talking during it so I don't get copyright strikes. This is all fair use. Alright, so we're going to pause it right here. Already, this is looking a little rough. Things are not looking perfectly crisp. I'm not a professional animator. All I can do is compare things to what I've already seen. Things are not as crisp as they could be, especially with the space here. I don't know. It just doesn't look very refined. Like, there's no lens flare. There's no, like, it's not taking the extra step that this anime deserves. Like, if it's not well animated, there's no meat there because everything relies off the characters and the fights. And if the fights don't look amazing, you're not going to have a good show for this. Okay, so here we have a little bit of information. Everything here looks fine. I don't know, it just doesn't have that extra, like, it looks like something out of like the mid 2000s. Like, it just doesn't look polished. Like, there's a bit of haze in some frames. I'm hoping this is just a rough draft. Because it looks like something that'll be like released as like a Netflix original. And like either with anime, it's very hit or miss. It's either a great or you get like some low tier trash type thing. Like, and it's kind of on the latter end of that. Like, look at all the God's eyes in that last frame. Like, let me move my webcam so I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Like, did I not? There we go. Like, well, these two guys, their pupils aren't drawn in, no facial like, it's only like, it's kind of nitpicky, but I feel like if you're going to, like, include something in the trailer, you're going to want to make it look as good as possible. And I just don't think this says good things about what's, like, coming. Ragnarok. Yeah, things are just going very fast, so we're gonna go back to that shot of Zeus. So, like, this looks pretty cool. I like the way they make his eyes look, but, like, everything besides his eyes, it just looks very basic. It's not exuding a pressure. Like, the music choice, it's like rock, which is fine, but I wish it did something a little bit more dramatic. Like, a great example on what music can do to a series. ReZero has a perfect score and OST for its series to get that dramatic reasons across, and especially when you have two very well written characters that are at the peak of who they are, putting their physical strength against each other. It's all going to come down to those fights, that sound design, and that animation. If you don't have those three things, this story is not going to hold up. You can have a story like Hunter x Hunter, or another well written story like Steins Gate or Neon Genesis Evangelion, not have the top line animations. However, now we're sitting here in the new decade, we're sitting in 2021, and things are at a certain standard. And this is not meeting that standards. Think of it looks worse than half the seasonal shows that come out, and they don't have half this budget or half this already confirmed fan base. It's ridiculous. But we're gonna keep going. Like, look at this. It's all like motion lines and random shit. Like, it's like trying to cover up the fact that their studio isn't great at the animating. Why are his fucking eyes looking in two different directions? This is Lu Bu, who's in the first fight, who is an incredibly badass character. But like, we'll just go like frame by frame. Can I slow this down? Settings, playback speed. Oh, thank God. Never used this feature before, but I'm glad it's available to me. This may be a little bit too slow. Like, he's just throwing shit on the screen. Ah! Alright, we're gonna turn that sound a little bit. Like, look at this. All it's doing, like, it's not even animated. They're just standing there, hitting against each other. Look, his mouth didn't even move. All that's happening is that they're shaking around the frame, and they just put this shitty wind effect over everything, which is cool, but it's clearly covering up the fact, like, it's cool if you do this along with animation. But look! His hair or wave things, they don't even move. Oh, they have 3 frames of animation, and they just swap between them. Like, they're just splashing in lightning to make it look cooler. Oh. It just hurts to see something that's this good be degraded in such an awful way. This is how Berserk fans must have felt watching 2016. No, I can't even compare that. This is so much worse. But let's keep going. So much worse. Like, it looks like all the soldiers are just copied and pasted in. At least the fight look. I'm gonna return this back so you guys can see the explosion, because this is the one thing that I thought was kind of cool. Like, they did explosion. Like, it looks like it's directed by Michael Bay. Like, the explosions look great. There's plenty of them. But that's all that there is. There's no substance. Like, why? Like, if you want to do an eye, animate an eye. Don't just take the layer and just raise the opacity. Like, what the hell? Like, they always throw some random effect over every single scene. Like this fog is clearly over the scene. They didn't animate it with it in. They just had this as an asset and decided to use it in this scene. I'm sure we're going to be reusing the same layer in 50 other shots. Look at this lightning. Oh my God. Just like, it's so unacceptable in 2020, especially when you have anime in 2019 like Demon Slayer, animated by Ufotable. If I had my dream animation studio to animate this, I'd either pick Ufotable. They did Demon Slayer. They did Fate Zero, great fight scenes, fantastic because they use 3D animation, but they paint over it like the original Tarzan. Or have Madhouse do it, and unless they pull an Overlord third season, they're gonna make it a goddamn masterpiece. But, oi, 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 it just it looks so much like an asset. It just he's not moving. They're just panning up. What happened to his Thunder Gauntlets? This isn't even a good cut. The explosions do look awesome though. But an explosion does not make a fight. If anything, in a hand-to-hand fight, it subtracts from it, because then you can't see what's going on. And half the fights in this, they have like legit good fight choreography. And if every fight is going to be just covered up by explosions, who's going to want to watch that? Like, imagine you're watching like a Bruce Lee movie, and every single time he like 1-inch punches, there's just a massive, like, the screen just goes white, and you just hear. It's not good. It's just not good. We're gonna return this to normal speed again. It's just disappointing. I like that smile. His character is supposed to be like the audience's point of view, like they're the straight man, like they're like how a normal person would interpret this show. And like, God, I've seen like hentai with better fucking that looks better than this. Like, why is this necessary? What is happening? Why is there a weird light going across the screen? It's just a lazy way to make this scene better to look at. I'm really hoping, like, my dream, like, in the ideal world, this like half of this stuff, like, this is just early renditions, and they just wanted to get out a trailer, because I'm pretty sure this is still pretty far away. But then again, right down here, it says begins in 2021. It says we've never seen clips. Oh. And I can't hide my disappointment. Like, is there a single shot where they're just not standing still and posing? There's no dynamic animation. I'm fucking crying. It's so bad. It's so. I'm still gonna watch it. Like, the story is great, and I really enjoyed the manga. Like, the manga is so well, like, drawn, and like you can feel the impact of everything. The manga is better animated than this garbage. It's if you just took the manga panels and you just cut them out and you just flip through them like a flip book, it would be better animated than this is here, because you don't have any unnecessary bullshit. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the animation studio. So we're going to move to this window here. Oh, this hid. Can I move this? Okay, there we go. There's me. Okay, so a studio that's making this, it's called Graphinecia. When they make shit that isn't trash, I'll learn how to pronounce their name properly. Yeah. They're a pretty new studio, as it says here. They were founded in 2009, so they're only 11 years old. They were split from a bigger studio, and it seems like all the shitty people went here. Because here it says, let me move my camera so y'all can see a little bit more. I'm so disappointed. This is so sad. Oh, whoops, I'm moving the wrong thing. Oh no, I'm messing everything up. Oh no, I'm so sorry. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was moving the window instead of my webcam. There we go, and we'll make me a little bit smaller for now. Okay. So as it says in their history, established 2009 after Studio Gonzo decided. What did Studio Gonzo make? Did they make anything special? Let's see. Studio Gonzo. Former Gynax members. Oh. They worked on Gurren Lagann, and they went on to establish Studio Trigger, which is ironic because they're known for literally just animation and music, and those are the two things I want. But Studio Trigger doesn't really adapt things; they typically make shows that are all original. So I doubt they would animate this. Oh, they have made a lot of stuff though, so they've been a studio for a while. Anything what did they make recently? Forget 2019. Let's see what they made in 2009 right before they split. So, oh no, Rosario Vampire. I'm trying to see if any of these are things that I am familiar with. Besides Rosario Vampire, which is just a trashy harem show. Oh no. Romeo, oh no. Afro Samurai is pretty good, right? Welcome to NHK. None of these, I really, know for their animation. Desert Punk was a cool show. It was a comedy. However, again, not known for its animation. And the original Hellsing. Grafciana worked on 3 episodes of Hellsing Ultimate. But all they've worked on is this, 2013. Have no idea what this is. Based on OVA. Alright, we're gonna just check out a few of these. So we're gonna look at some images from these. See how they look. Oh no. Anime? Is this a game? Why would it be? Oh, whoops, wrong one. No, it's Television Works. Why is nothing showing up? This is not good, is it? The only one that I've heard about is this one, which a friend of mine watched. I watched the trailer for it. Which, you know what? Why not? We'll watch the trailer for this one as well. So, let's pull it up. Zodiac War trailer. I'm gonna open this up. Oh, got it. I'll open this up in the other window because it's already cropped correctly. Okay. Here we go. Let's see how this is animated. Maybe it'll give us hope. Alright, we want to see our animation. This is not filling me with hope. Oh no. What the hell is this? Well, we don't really care what it's about. We just want to see the work as a studio. Again, it's just a lot of posing. Like, if your studio knew how to animate well, wouldn't you want to showcase that in the trailer? Like, oh no, it's 3D animation. Not even good 3D animation. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, it's just the trailer. Maybe the actual show looks better. Here's a video with all the deaths. Let's get randomly into it. Dead. Cool. Don't care. I'm sure the frames are just the video. It still doesn't look very good, though. It looks animated well enough. But honestly, all I can say is that I'm not optimistic. Alright, let's go back. Ay, ay. So yeah, they worked on a few things. Spelled from Paradise. Oh god, isn't that one of the ones that was on Netflix? Yeah, it was. I remember looking at the trailer for that and being disappointed. So, in short, to wrap this up, Records of Ragnarok is good. You should read it. Still gonna be watching it. Gonna be talking about the first episode when it comes out. I'm not holding my breath. Do I think I feel like this is a great point for the studio to really show what it's gonna do, because it's animating a piece of work that already has a huge fan base and is already vastly popular. So even if they put out trash, they know people are gonna watch it. So this is the studio's chance to really put their best work out there and kind of using this as a launch off point for everything else they're gonna do. With that said, I I don't think this is going to be good. I don't. I really don't. If you know any of these series or if you've watched them and you really like them, like this one is an idol show. Idol shows are notoriously bad for having bad CG and having not great animation. They're carried by their dialogue and they're carried by their story and their characters. They're not carried by the animation. Making a show like Baki, like fucking this, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Reason why they're so popular is because they're based off their fights. Their animation carries the story. Half the fight, it's not Tanjiro talking or going through mental struggles or being like a super fun character. It's him having beautiful sound design and having beautiful OST and having beautiful animation. And I feel like they're just going to drop the ball. Anyway, that's all my thoughts on the matter. If you guys agree, put a like down. Subscribe if you want to see more of these. Drop a dislike if you disagree with everything I say. Leave a comment if you want to tell me something. I'll be reading it. But yeah, this has been me, crying on the inside. Thanks for going through this little journey with me. Have a great day, guys.